So see, basically you got two options when it comes to explaining evil in the human race. You've got the atheistic option, which says that there's no such thing as good and evil. There's just useful, which makes arguing for justice really difficult, if not impossible. The other basic option is the Christian one, which says that we are created for good, which is why we know what injustice is, but every single one of us, even though we know what justice is horribly bent toward evil, and it's caused all these problems in the human race. So the question is, which of these two are you going to choose? Now you're like, well, thanks, Pastor JD. With those as my two options, I have to say this might be the most depressing sermon that I've ever heard. Yeah, this is a lot of bad news, I realize, and Paul knows that, but in verse 13, Paul's actually going to say that this whole idea of being represented by somebody is actually, turns out to be great news because it's going to set up our way of salvation. Because see, Paul reasons, if the whole world was put under sin by one man, what if salvation could come to everybody also through one man? If it was a representative that condemned us, what if it's a representative who can save us? And that's exactly where Paul turns next, verse 14. Adam, you see, was a type of the coming one. Adam's story set us up for Jesus' story. There's another Adam that was going to be born to the human race, Paul explained, and that Adam was going to be very similar to the first Adam. It's just that what he did was going to work in reverse.